Okay guys, remember when I promised you guys my brow routine? So that's what we're doing today. So if you guys wanna know how I get my brows nice and, cute, on fleek, ready for pictures, all that good stuff, I usually, clean them up because they are more fluffy. But I'm gonna leave them because I'm trying to grow them out a little more so that I can tint them again. So if you guys want to know how I get my brows nice and clean, how I clean them up, make them look fresh before I put my makeup on, or before I just want to step out and I don't want these kind of brows, even though I don't want to see my own home, but please. No, but stay tuned and keep on watching.
So first guys, what I like to do is I like to use this brush here. It has a comb on one side and a brush on the other. This allows me to brush my brows up into the shape that I want them, just to kind of like mold them before I get started. So that's what I'm doing here. And we're good. So now I'm going in here with the necessity, the angled brush. You need an angled brush, girl. I'm trying to get them brows right. Okay. So I'm just going in with my angled brush and my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in the shade Caramel. And it's not going to focus, of course. Get on my nerves. Just watch. Whatever, y'all. Just watch me, y'all. Just watch me. We using shade Caramel. So I'm just going to use here my Tarte Stay Spray setting spray, and I'm going to spray my angled brush with it. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of mist. Want it a little damp, and then I'm going to dip it into the dip brow. So we're just going to tap because we don't want too much. Use too much and make it too harsh. So here I'm just outlining the bottom of my brow. If you watch my last video on the golden summer makeup tutorial look, then you'll see. So here, the same way I did on the tutorial, I am outlining my brows. So right here I'm just outlining the bottom, then I go to outline the top, and then I'll fill it in as if, like you're coloring in a coloring book. Stay in the lines, child. So right now I'm just forming my brow. And then here you'll see me start to shade it in. So I like to make sure that it's outlined completely, and then I'll shade it in. And I like to go in an upward direction. So you'll see me here take my brush upward as I shade it in. Of course, you want to leave the outer corner of your brow darker than the inner. So I'm a little lighter on my strokes as I am making my way to the front of my brow as opposed to the end. If that makes sense. I hope I made sense for you all. So again here, just taking those lighter strokes upward. So I like to give it, I feel like it gives it more of like a feathered effect. Make it look more natural. Make the front of my brows kind of like fluff a little. I like that. So, So now here guys, I'm just going in with my NARS concealer in the shade Tiramisu and my angled brush again. And I'm just going to use a little bit of that concealer to clean my brows up. So now here I'm just tapping my angled brush a little into that concealer. Not too much, just a little bit so that I could start to clean my brows up. And then I'll start to clean the bottom of my brow. If I need cleaning on the top, I'll do that as well. But if you watch my last tutorial, y'all know that I'm not a big fan and not a super pro at all that. So that rarely happens, you know, cleaning up the top and the bottom. And child, look, once the bottom of them get clean, we clean, okay? So I'm just cleaning up my brows here. I'm starting at the bottom and I'm going outward, not too much down. I don't want to make my face look longer, if that makes any sense. I don't want to, you know, make my face look droopy. I want to kind of like wake my brows, wake my eyes up, you know, if that makes any sense. So we're just going more so outward than, you know, bringing the brow down on the end. So as you can see here, I'm just patting the rest of that concealer into my eyelid. If you watch my last tutorial, again, I like to use my concealer as an eyeshadow base at times. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just using that concealer, the rest of that concealer, to cover my entire eyelid. Continue to finish cleaning up those brows. And yeah. I'm using this rounded concealer brush now, and I'm going to continue to sharpen out that line and get it nice and clean. Nice and clean, child. So I'm just precisely cleaning up those brows a little more, and I'm just buffing those brows out underneath, trying to get it nice and clean. Do that trick again. There you go. Boom. So I'm going in with my Got To Be Glued spiking glue, and I'm just going to spike those brows up a little bit here because it gives it that extra, I feel like it gives it that extra feathered, like it gives it a little texture. I don't know. It just makes it look a little more natural to me. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just adding that spiking glue into my brows to spike those brows up, to shape them into shape. This also works as a good brow gel as well, you know, if you don't have that on hand all the time. Excuse my nails. Oh my goodness, they look terrible. So here I also like to go in with this fluffed out eyeshadow brush just to, you know, buff out the bottom of my brows a little bit more, just to kind of clean up that precise sharp line. You know, you don't want that. Well, I don't want that, you know, to each his own. But, you know, I like to buff it out just a little more, just to give it a little more naturalness, more natural effect. Now, so that's what I'm doing here, just buffing out the bottom of my brows, just cleaning it up a little bit more, trying to make sure that it's not so harsh. And yeah, my cheeks are breaking out just a little here. I'm thinking about trying that Curology. Anybody tried that? Let me know if you've tried it. Leave it in my comments. I was thinking about giving it a go, because, you know, I don't know if it's soda or it's, you know, time of the month, but so I want to try something else, and I was thinking of trying that. Let me know how that worked out, you know, if you tried it. So here I'm just going in with my Laura Mercier setting powder, and I'm just going to use another fluffed out eyeshadow brush, fluffy eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to dip that eyeshadow brush into that setting powder, and I like to set my brows, give it a more natural look. You know, I'm all for natural, clearly. That's the word of today. Natural. So that's just what I'm doing here. I'm just setting my brows, trying to make sure they're not so shiny, oily. You know, I want them to look as natural as possible. So that's what I'm doing here. So now here, after letting them set, I'm just going to brush away that setting powder really softly, not too hard. Just really softly brush away that setting powder. And yeah. So here I'm just checking my brows out. I went ahead and finished that other brow off camera. I'm going to go ahead and throw some lashes on, some mascara, and I'll be back. So guys, these are my finished brows, and here's a simple makeup look. I just added some lashes, a little mascara, and some bronzer, and here we are.
Okay guys, so that's it for today's video. Let me know if you guys enjoyed today's video. Give me a thumbs up. Leave it in my comments. Let me know if you guys want more videos like this, more routine style, more tutorial style videos. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.